Hello and welcome to the Snoozy Podcast, a place for quiet minds and resting bodies. I'm so glad you've settled in, wherever you are. However you found your way here, tonight, whether your mind is still spinning from the day or simply ready to unwind, this space is for you. There's nothing you need to do now, nothing to solve or remember. Just let your weight settle into the surface beneath you. Feel your breath begin to find its own slow, natural rhythm. And let your thoughts grow soft around the edges, like clouds dissolving into a twilight sky. Because tonight, we're not going to try to force sleep. We're simply going to explore it, to drift through the quiet science of slumber, the architecture of dreams, and the gentle, hidden work your body and mind are already beginning to do. We'll wander from the chemistry of your slowing brain to the mysterious landscapes of REM, from ancient sleep rhythms to the quiet repairs happening in your cells right now. Some of what you hear may surprise you. Some may feel deeply familiar, like a memory of a feeling you can't quite name. All of it is designed not to excite, but to soothe, to give your busy mind a quiet, fascinating path to follow, all the way down into rest. If these gentle journeys help you find your way to deeper sleep, consider subscribing to the Snoozy Podcast. It helps other tired souls find their way to this quiet corner. For now, just let go. Let the words wash over you like a slow, warm wave. You are safe. You are still. And sleep is not a task. It's a tide. And the tide is coming in. Let's begin. Sleep is not a state of nothingness. It is a gentle, active unspooling, a carefully orchestrated retreat from the world of action into a world of restoration. From the moment your eyelids grow heavy, a silent, biological ceremony begins. Your brain produces its own gentle sedatives. As daylight fades and stillness settles, a tiny region in your brain called the pineal gland begins to convert the day's serotonin into a molecule called melatonin. This is not a sudden knockout drop, but a slow, whispering tide. It seeps into your bloodstream, sending soft signals to every cell. It's time. The light is gone. The world is quieting. You can let go now. This melatonin tide doesn't force you asleep. It simply opens the gate, making the path into sleep feel natural, inevitable, like a boat slipping from its mooring into a calm, dark river. Your core temperature drops to invite sleep. One of the body's most reliable signals for sleep is a subtle drop in core temperature. About an hour or two before you naturally feel sleepy, the blood vessels in your hands and feet dilate slightly. This releases inner heat, cooling your core by just a degree or so. It's why a cool room often feels so inviting for sleep, and why warm baths before bed can help they raise your surface temperature, prompting your body to release even more core heat afterward. This cooling is a physical sigh, a biological confirmation that the energy spent on navigating the waking world is no longer needed. The body is powering down its central furnace, settling in for the long, quiet night of repair. The brain sweeps itself clean each night. While you sleep, your brain cells actually shrink slightly. This creates more space between them. And through these expanded channels flows a washing wave of cerebrospinal fluid. It's the brain's glymphatic system, a nightly purification ritual. This gentle tide flushes away the metabolic debris that accumulated during the day, proteins, fragments, the leftover chemical whispers of thought and stress. One of the key proteins it clears is beta amyloid, which in excess is associated with clutter and fog. Think of it not as housekeeping, but as a silent neural rainfall, rinsing the pathways clean so you can wake with a clearer, brighter mind. Sleep is composed of cycles, like waves on a slow ocean. A full night's rest is not one uniform state. It is a journey through repeated cycles, each lasting about 90 minutes. Like tides, these cycles rise and fall through different stages of depth and activity. You move from light sleep down into the deep, restorative waves of slow wave sleep, and then back up into the vibrant, story-filled world of REM sleep. Then, briefly, you may hover near the surface of wakefulness before descending again into the next cycle. We will ride these waves together tonight, exploring each one in its turn. There is no rush. The ocean of the night is vast, and we have all the time in the world to drift. The first stage of sleep is simply drifting. Stage 1 is the threshold, the borderland between wakefulness and sleep. Your brain waves begin to change from the fast, jagged beta waves of active thought to the slower, rolling alpha and theta waves of relaxation and daydream. Your muscles may twitch suddenly, a hypnic jerk, last little spark of the motor system powering down. In this soft, hazy space, thoughts lose their logic. They blend and bend. You might see fleeting images, hear fragments of sound that aren't there. You are not yet asleep, but you are no longer firmly anchored to the waking world. You are untethered, floating gently in the quiet harbor before the journey out to sea. Stage 2 is the anchorage of sleep. This is where you will spend nearly half of the night. Your heart rate slows. Your body temperature drops a little more. Your brain activity is marked by brief, powerful bursts, called sleep spindles rapid, flares of activity that help solidify memories and keep you undisturbed by minor sounds. And then, complexes single, large, slow brain waves that act like shutters closing against disruption. Think of stage 2 as a deep, gentle hum, a secure base camp. It's not the deepest restoration, but it is essential, stable, and profoundly quieting. It's the brain practicing stillness. Deep sleep is the well of restoration. Stages 3 and 4, slow wave sleep. This is the deepest, most healing part of the cycle. Your brain waves become long, slow, rolling delta waves, like the deep resonant swell of the ocean floor. It is almost impossible to be awakened from here. If you are, you will feel thick, groggy, disoriented. This is when the body does its most serious repair work. Growth hormone is released, prompting tissue growth and muscle repair. The immune system is strengthened. Energy is restored. Memories from the day, the facts, the locations, the procedures, are transferred from the temporary holding tank of the hippocampus to the long-term storage of the cortex. This is physical and mental rebuilding at its most fundamental. It is a dive into the silent, dark depths where the real work of recovery happens. REM sleep is where the mind plays. After the deep dive, you ascend, but not to wakefulness. You enter a strange, active, parallel world, rapid eye movement sleep. Your brain's activity skyrockets, nearly matching wakefulness. But your body is paralyzed by a powerful mechanism in the brainstem, a safeguard, so you don't act out your dreams. Your eyes dart back and forth beneath your lids. Your breathing becomes irregular. This is the realm of dreams. Emotional memories are processed here. Skills and lessons are integrated. The brain, free from the constraints of external reality, weaves stories from the fragments of your day, your fears, your hopes. It is a theater of the mind, performed for an audience of one in the deepest privacy of the night. We dream every night, even if we don't remember. The notion that some people don't dream is a trick of memory. Every human with a typical brain cycles in and out of REM sleep multiple times a night. We are all prolific dreamers. Remembering a dream depends largely on waking up during or immediately after a REM period. If you sleep soundly through the night and wake at the end of a deeper stage, the vivid dream may have already faded, like morning mist burned away by the sun. Your mind has been a bustling dream factory all night long. You simply didn't keep the receipts. The purpose of dreams is still a beautiful mystery. Scientists have theories. Perhaps dreams are a form of overnight therapy, allowing the brain to process difficult emotions in a safe, symbolic space. Maybe they are a test suite for the brain, running simulations of social interactions, or threats to keep our neural pathways sharp. Or they could be a side effect of memory consolidation, the brain's attempt to make sense of the random firings as it sorts and stores the day's information. The truth is, we don't fully know. And there is a deep comfort in that. It means that for a few hours each night, you enter a private, creative, mysterious world that even science cannot completely map. Your mind becomes its own universe, with its own rules, its own poetry. Sleep strengthens memories by weaving them together. That thing you learned today, that skill you practiced, sleep doesn't just save it like a file on a computer. It connects it. During deep sleep and REM, the brain replays neural patterns from the day, but faster and interleaved with older memories. It finds connections you didn't see while awake. A new face might be woven into your network of friendly people. A route you walked might be linked to a map in your mind. This is why sleeping on it so often brings clarity. Sleep is the quiet time when the brain stitches new experiences into the rich tapestry of everything you've ever known, making the tapestry stronger, more intricate, more whole. Your sleep architecture changes across your lifespan. The deep, slow-wave sleep of childhood is immense, a wide, deep river of restoration necessary for a growing brain and body. As we move into adulthood, that deep sleep begins to gently shallow. In later years, sleep often becomes more fragmented, lighter, with more awakenings. The proportion of time spent in deep sleep decreases. This is a natural, gentle fading, not a failure. The brain's need for absolute, profound physical restoration lessens as growth ceases. The sleep of an elder is different, lighter, more easily disturbed, but still essential. It is the quiet, familiar stream after the powerful river of youth. Sleep is regulated by two powerful forces, process S and process C. Think of them as two gentle overlays guiding you into rest. Process S is sleep pressure. It builds from the moment you wake up, like sand accumulating in an hourglass. The longer you're awake, the more a chemical called adenosine builds up in your brain, increasing your desire for sleep. Caffeine works by blocking adenosine signals. Process C is your circadian rhythm, your internal 24-hour clock. It's driven by a tiny cluster of cells in your brain called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, which responds to light. As dusk falls, it signals for melatonin release. As dawn breaks, it suppresses it. These two processes, the building pressure and the daily rhythm, usually align perfectly, cresting together in a wave that carries you effortlessly into sleep. A brief awakening between cycles is perfectly normal. At the end of each 90-minute sleep cycle, it's common to experience a micro-awakening. You might shift position, pull up the covers, and drift immediately back down into the next cycle. In our modern world, we often mistake this natural, brief surfacing for insomnia. We check the clock, we worry, we activate our minds. But in a natural sleep pattern, these moments are simply the gentle crest between waves. They are pauses for breath in the long rhythmic dance of the night. Nothing is wrong. Everything is proceeding exactly as designed. The brain is never truly off during sleep. It shifts its focus. While the parts of the brain responsible for focused attention, logical decision-making, and voluntary movement go quiet, other regions become highly active. The emotional centers, the visual cortex during dreams, the memory consolidation networks, they hum with activity. Sleep is not a shutdown. It is a change of shift. The day crew, who deals with the external world, clocks out. The night crew, who handles internal maintenance, memory filing, and emotional processing, clocks in. Your mind is always working, always tending to you, just in different, quieter ways. Dreams are often illogical, but the dreaming brain doesn't care. In a dream, you can be in two places at once, talk to someone who is also someone else, and fly over a landscape that is both your childhood home and a foreign city. The prefrontal cortex, the brain's chief executive and reality checker, is largely offline during REM sleep, so the bizarre narratives and fluid realities aren't questioned. They are simply experienced. This is why, in the moment, even the strangest dream feels perfectly real. It's a world without the governor of logic, a pure stream of consciousness and sensation. Lucid dreaming is the mind becoming aware of itself. In a lucid dream, a small part of that dormant prefrontal cortex sparks to life. You realize within the dream that you are dreaming. This awareness can be fleeting or sustained. Some people can learn to gently guide the narrative, to fly deliberately, to ask dream characters questions. It is a fascinating frontier where consciousness observes its own subconscious storytelling. But even ordinary, non-lucid dreaming is a miracle of proof that your mind is capable of generating entire, immersive worlds without any input from your senses. Sleep paralysis is a guardian mechanism that occasionally wakes before the dream ends. Remember the muscle paralysis of REM sleep, the safeguard that keeps you still? Sometimes, as you are waking up, this paralysis lingers for a few seconds or minutes after your mind has regained consciousness. You may feel awake, but unable to move. It can be accompanied by hallucinations, a sense of a presence in the room, pressure on the chest, shadowy figures. Throughout history, this has been interpreted as visitations by spirits or demons. But it is simply a brief, harmless mistiming of the brain's systems. The dream-generating machinery is still slightly active, projecting images into the newly waking mind, while the muscle-inhibiting system is slow to disengage. It is a temporary, eerie overlap of worlds that soon rights itself. Your senses are tuned down, but not off, during sleep. While you sleep, your brain raises its sensory thresholds. A sound that would jolt you awake during Stage 2 sleep might not even be registered in deep sleep, but the brain is always monitoring. A mother will wake to her baby's faint cry while sleeping through much louder traffic. Your brain maintains a faint, vigilant thread to the outside world, filtering all stimuli through a relevance filter. Your name whispered might pull you to the surface. An unfamiliar sound might be woven into your dream. You are safe and guarded, even in your deepest rest. The ideal sleep position is the one that comes naturally. There is no single best way to sleep. Your body will find the position that feels most secure, that keeps your airways open, and that minimizes pressure on your joints. For many, this is the fetal position curled on one side. It feels protective, womb-like. For others, it's lying flat on the back, allowing the spine to align. The body knows. Over the course of the night, you will shift dozens of times, automatically preventing stiffness and promoting circulation. You don't need to control it. Your sleeping self is an expert at finding comfort. A well-rested body regulates its hormones with ease. Sleep is a master regulator of your endocrine system. Beyond melatonin, it balances ghrelin and leptin, the hormones that control hunger and fullness. Poor sleep increases ghrelin, hunger, and decreases leptin, satiety, which is why sleepless nights often lead to cravings. Sleep also helps regulate cortisol, the stress hormone. A good night's rest allows cortisol to follow its natural, healthy rhythm, peaking in the morning to help you wake, and gently declining through the day. Sleep is the quiet conductor of your body's chemical symphony, ensuring every note is played at the right time, at the right volume. The brain replays the day in fast forward, During both deep sleep and REM, neurons in the hippocampus, the brain's memory encoder, fire in sequences that replay events from the day. But they do it at a much faster speed, sometimes 10 times faster than the original experience. It's as if your brain is reviewing the day's footage, deciding what to save, what to connect, and what to discard. This replay is silent, efficient, and utterly essential for turning the fresh, fragile impressions of today into the lasting memories of a lifetime. Dreams incorporate external sounds. If a sound occurs while you are in REM sleep, your brain will often try to seamlessly weave it into the ongoing dream narrative. A doorbell might become a phone ringing in your dream. A car alarm outside might become a siren in a dream chase scene. This is called dream incorporation. It's the brain's ingenious way of preserving sleep, of telling a story that explains away the disruption so you don't have to wake up and deal with it. Your sleeping mind is a masterful editor, splicing reality into its film to maintain the illusion. Animals dream too. If you've ever seen a dog's paws twitch or heard them whimper softly in their sleep, you've witnessed animal dreaming. Studies on rats show they replay maize roots in their sleep. Birds rehearse their songs. It's likely that all mammals, and perhaps many other creatures, experience some form of dreaming. It suggests that dreaming, or at least the active brain state of REM sleep, serves a deep, ancient biological purpose, one tied to learning, memory, and perhaps even emotional regulation across the animal kingdom. You are not alone in your dream world tonight. In homes, forests, and oceans, countless other creatures are on their own nocturnal journeys. The concept of sleeping like a log is a myth. Healthy sleep is not a state of absolute, motionless oblivion. As we've seen, it is a dynamic journey. You move, you cycle, you dream, you briefly surface. The average person changes position between 10 and 40 times a night. This is good. It prevents bed sores, improves circulation, and may help the brain transition between cycles. True, profoundly still sleep is often a sign of exhaustion or illness. So if you find yourself shifting tonight, know that you are sleeping correctly. Your body is performing its gentle nocturnal dance. Naps are like mini sleep cycles. A short nap of 10 to 20 minutes primarily dips into stage 1 and 2 sleep, providing a boost of alertness without sleep inertia. A longer nap of 60 to 90 minutes allows you to complete a full cycle, including deep sleep and REM, which can enhance creativity and emotional processing. But napping too long or too late can interfere with the building sleep pressure of process S, making it harder to fall asleep at night. A nap is a tiny, refreshing tide within the larger ocean of your daily rhythm. The sensation of falling in a dream is a common hypnic jerk. As you drift into stage 1 sleep, the sudden sensation of tripping or falling and the accompanying muscle jerk is almost universal. One theory suggests that as your muscles relax, your brain, which is still partly in control of the body's position, misinterprets the sudden loss of muscle feedback as a literal fall. It sends a quick jolt to the muscles to catch you. It's a harmless, momentary glitch in the handover from waking control to sleep's automatic systems. A final little salute from your waking self as it steps away. Sleep and the immune system are intimate partners. During deep sleep, your body produces and releases cytokines, proteins that help regulate immune response. Some cytokines promote sleep, creating a beautiful feedback loop. You sleep to fight infection, and fighting infection makes you sleepier. This is why you feel so profoundly tired when you're sick. Your body is demanding the deep, restorative sleep it needs to produce immune cells and antibodies. Sleep is not passive recovery from illness. It is an active, potent part of the healing process itself. You can't catch up on sleep in one night, but you can recover. The concept of sleep debt is real, the cumulative effect of not getting enough sleep. While a single long night of sleep can't instantly reverse weeks of deficit. It can significantly improve alertness and mood. The brain prioritizes deep sleep during recovery, spending more time in those restorative slow waves to fix the most critical physical. Repairs first. It's a resilient system, always leaning toward balance, always trying to bring you back to wholeness. The quietest hour of the night is around 3 a.m. In the heart of the night, between sleep cycles, the world itself seems to hold its breath. Human activity is at its lowest. Even nocturnal animals may be in a lull. This is often when sleep is deepest, when the body's core temperature reaches its minimum. It is the still point of the turning world. If you awaken then, it can feel lonely, vast. But it is simply the deepest part of the rhythm. A reminder that you are in sync with a planetary quietude, a shared global pause. Sleep inspires art, science, and discovery. The chemist Kekulé discovered the ring structure of benzene after dreaming of a snake biting its own tail. Mary Shelley conceived of Frankenstein in a waking dream. Paul McCartney heard the melody for Yesterday in a dream. In the hypnagogic or hypnopompic states, those fuzzy borders of sleep, the mind, free from rigid logic, makes unexpected connections. Sleep doesn't just restore the mind, it can creatively reorganize it, offering gifts of insight upon waking. The bed you make is the nest you build for your mind. The comfort of your mattress, the weight of your blanket, the coolness of your pillow, these are not luxuries, but sensory anchors. They send signals of safety and comfort to your brain, easing the transition out of wakefulness. A made bed is an invitation. The ritual of pulling back the covers is a physical promise to yourself. This space, for the next hours, is dedicated only to rest. It is a sacred boundary between the day's demands and the night's surrender. And finally, as we near the end of our quiet exploration, the most important fact of all, you are designed to sleep. It is not a skill you must master. It is a biological imperative woven into your very cells, into the ancient rhythms of your brainstem, into the ebb and flow of your hormones. You have done it since before you were born. You will do it in some form for your entire life. The worry about not sleeping is often the very thing that holds sleep at bay. So release the effort. You are not failing. You are simply a human with a human body, waiting for a natural tide to return. And it always does. It may be delayed, it may be gentle, but the tide of sleep will always find you again. So now, let all these gentle facts drift away. Let them dissolve like sugar in the warm tea of your awareness. You don't need to remember them. Your body knows. Your brain knows. Feel the weight of your body on the bed, the slight pressure where you make contact, the gentle rise and fall of your own breath, in and out. Notice the tiny space between each breath, the quiet pause, the natural rhythm. Your mind has had its gentle journey. It has wandered through the quiet laboratories of sleep science. Now it can rest. There is nothing more to ponder, nothing to understand. You are here, in your bed, in the dark, on the Snoozy podcast. Your eyelids are heavy. Your limbs are warm. Your breath is slow. Sleep is not somewhere you need to go. It is something that rises to meet you from within. Let it rise now. Let everything soften and drift away. Good night.